Hey guys, welcome back to another update from the View podcast. It's been a busy week and we're just trying to get some stress out. So. By laughing. Yeah, by laughing. Mm-hmm. Per usual, I'm your co-host, David Magat, co-editor-in-chief of the Skyline View.
And then I am Sean Sliger, staff writer for the Skyline View, and I guess co-host too.
Co-host. Yeah.
Okay.
You're here every week or every time we do this. So.
I am. And then our new guest here.
We have a guest today.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm the focal point editor, and I am a guest. Yeah.
we'll try to keep him coming back. So so should we get straight into it?
Yes. So I know you guys aren't really informed on this, and not too many people are, but this recent video that came out of Dianne Feinstein, Feinstein or Feinstein?
I think Feinstein sounds a bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll look that up later.
Anyways, there's been a video where a bunch of kids and adults came to rally towards her and essentially ask her to go forth with agreeing with the Green New Deal Act. And this act was proposed by Ocasio-Cortez, and essentially what it would do would be to help fund a lot of green policies. And in front of all these children and adults, she straight up said, "There is no way that thing is going through." I'm just again, not quoting her exactly, but from what I got from the video, she was straight up telling the kids no, it's not going through. And even when one of the kids asked her but a lot of scientists are saying that we only have 10 more years to really fix these things that are going on in our ecosystem before it becomes permanent. Why don't we do something now? And she was like, no, there's no way we're going to change anything in 10 years. And so it was pretty negative for somebody who's essentially being our voice. And so it shocked me when I watched that video. And I recommend you guys do too, and maybe our listeners as well. Because, God, she was very passionate against, not really agreeing with that.
Yeah.
But, anyways, yeah, it was sad to see that, because my girlfriend, she, I shared the video with her, and she was like, "Oh, this is appalling," and I voted for this person.
Yeah.
And so, it's kind of scary that that's essentially where she stands, but what do you guys think?
So the topic of the Green New Deal Act is about climate change?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yes.
I still don't get why people deny that climate change deny that it's a thing, because clearly there's a lot of evidence that backs up that there's a lot of environmental stuff that we're doing that is ruining our planet. Yet, a lot of people choose to deny, that we're actually killing, our home, essentially. So, I don't know what her reasons are for saying those things, but
Me neither.
yeah, and I need to look at the video, maybe investigate a bit more, but, right now I disagree, but I'll investigate further and see what comes up for me.
Yeah, I recommend everybody do so. What do you think, Kendrick?
She was talking to kids?
Yeah, there were a few kids that she was talking to, but it wasn't directly. It was just she was addressing the audience.
Who was the audience? Was it a specific group, or was you were just talking during a speech?
Here, do you want me to pull it up? Actually, I should have.
Yeah.
It wasn't a speech. It seems like they like caught her outside of somewhere. Here.
You don't have to play it, but I just need some context.
So, yeah, I know what I'm doing is what she said at first.
Yeah, that's a significant amount of kids.
But yeah. Oh, actually, no, she straight up looked them in the face and said no way.
Yeah, like she directly told them that this ain't gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's not going to... it's not going to get turned around in 10 years. Yikes.
I mean,
but
to be honest, how much we abuse this planet, it probably, he's right in the sense of that we can't really do that much change in 10 years, but we need to start somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
her denying this is stopping that start.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I would actually go ahead and disagree with that, because there was this one event like back in the 70s, I believe, where there was a hole in the ozone layer. And, like, that got repaired immediately because there was actual action going through and a lot of, like, public, like, unrest with the fact that we're damaging our climate. And it was caused because people were using hairspray, and in hairspray there's, like, a chemical, and, like, it was destroying the actual atmosphere because it would, like, those chemicals, or... I'm using the wrong terminology because it's not a chemical, it's something else. Anyways, like, it would go into the air because, like, it would only stay in your hair for so long, and then it would, like, go to our North Pole and our South Pole, and then it would, like, just constantly, like, erode it. So, yeah, like, then there was government action, then there was, like, a ban on those chemicals, or at least, like, not to be put in hairspray. And so, like, yeah, it went through. But yeah, I agree with that if she denies this and she doesn't, like, allow any change to go through, then what's the point? Then you're only making it worse.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, speaking to, like, children and telling them that this isn't a problem.
Yeah.
That's appalling, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, there is obviously a problem, and you're choosing to deny that, and you're spreading that opinion, that false opinion, on children who are, you know, are a bit more easily convinced of these types of issues, because, you know, they're kids. Yeah. So.
Honestly, I hope it, like, only makes them more, not upset, but, like, it only, like, makes them more passionate. Yeah, that's the word.
Like, an actual, like, uproar to actually do the right thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Definitely.
But wow, it's been 2 weeks, huh, that we didn't do the podcast, right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was super sick, like super sick, so I wasn't able to. And I wasn't gonna leave my boy just do it by himself.
Yeah.
So I still am pretty sick. So. But
I asked that because, like, this seems like old news, kind of, but the fact that Bernie Sanders is running for president.
It's still pretty recent. That happened like last week.
Yeah, it did. Okay, never mind. It's not that late.
No, yeah. But that's amazing. I'm a big supporter of Bernie Sanders. I don't know that much about, like, politics or, you know, that much news, but with how our government's running right now, I just wish that someone more radical on the other side would, you know, come and fix stuff. I feel like Bernie Sanders is the guy to, you know, kind of do it. Yeah. I
agree. And the fact that he raised $6 million within the first 24 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, that was amazing.
Huh? What did he do to, like, raise all that?
I think he just, like, the people were spreading word, and, like, they were already, I don't know. I mean, seeing as to what happened with the last election, I guess a few people were, like, I guess, so to say, sleeping on Bernie Sanders, and so now they really kind of want that, and so they want to make sure, I guess.
I mean,
but that's just speculation.
No, but, like, it makes sense, because I was the same way when was it, 2016 elections?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016 elections, I was the same way. I was like, you know what, Bernie's going to win anyways.
Yeah,
you
don't need to donate.
Yeah, like, Trump's not going to win, and then obviously I was really wrong. But
really.
now I need to make sure that I at least voice my opinion. So I feel like that's how a lot of people are now. Like since that debacle, I think now people want to make sure that their voice is heard. So great job, Bernie.
Feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
Yeah, go. And then okay, so I haven't heard anything in the news like lately about this topic, but as soon as like I heard about it, I was like, what the hell? This is actually going on, and people like aren't really talking about it. It's so as of recently, China has put 1 million Muslims in what is described as detention camps, and like I saw an image of like these, I guess, prisoners, so to say, like in these camps, and it was like it's disturbing to say at the least.
Did you read what's the reason for it? It was purely just off of like, from what I know of China, they're very strict on their religions, and this is not very far fetched to me. You know, so I just want to know what the reasoning is, and maybe I can find a counter argument to just, you know, because I can see them doing this.
Yeah. Like, so it says here, China's counterterrorism and de-radicalization efforts in its far western region of Xinjiang should be applauded for creating a new method of tackling the problem. A senior diplomat told foreign envoys last week. So
I mean, it's a method, but it's not a good method.
No, not at all.
Not even close.
Like, have we not learned from our Japanese camps, like during World War II,
or
even the Holocaust?
Yeah, the Holocaust is like, just reminds me straight up of the Holocaust. So,
I mean, even I believe Croatia kind of did the same thing where they had camps as well.
Yeah.
And it's kind of scary how often this happens, but I feel like it deserves a lot more attention. But as far as what I've seen, like in both local and like national broadcasts, I haven't seen that much news like covering it. So it's weird.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very strange.
Definitely, if you are watching this, please put some more attention on it. Like
inform yourself.
Inform yourself about this, and if the big news outlets aren't covering it, maybe you're part of your own college's newspaper. Maybe you're part of your high school's paper. Maybe write about that. Like definitely, I kind of want you to, even though I'm not the news editor, I want you to cover this just because this is a big deal.
Yeah, honestly, I think I might. Like, because there are a few people that I know who are Muslim, and they practice, like, and like, I wonder how that makes them feel to hear this news. So, maybe, I'll ask Kylie about it. But
yeah, maybe you even do, like, a feature on it, like, maybe, like, we are not the enemy.
Yeah.
Like something along those lines.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because a lot of people have this disturbed notion that, like, if you're part of this demographic, that you're automatically a part of the stereotype, and the Muslim community has an awful stereotype around them, surrounding them, around being terrorists, and this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, we really should bring more light into, like, these are just regular people. Yeah, these are just no different from a Christian or a Buddhist or an atheist. Like, they're people, they just believe in something else slightly different than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah, like anybody can be a terrorist or a person, you know, presenting terror. It's just that we tend to point fingers towards a certain their demographics, like if they're mentally ill or they're a certain race or they're a certain religion, just because we find it easy to blame that instead of, like, you know, there's this whole encompassing thing that they are a person.
Yeah, it's more complex.
Yeah, it's more complex than just, it's because they're Muslim or because they're black or because they're, you know, like this or that. So, yeah.
But yeah, it was frightening to see.
It's frightening to hear about.
God, it's scary. And then This happened a while ago, but have you guys heard about? I didn't include it, but I wanted to. Or what?
No. Are you talking about the next point, or is something you're adding?
Oh, it's something that I'm adding,
Okay.
but that connects to this like kind of bizarre and almost surreal like image that we have of our current political climate. But I think it was over winter break that this happened. It was Russia encroaching on another country. You know what? Let me look it up.
I think I heard of that
Russia.
before. That's familiar.
Oh my god, but like, I don't know, it was pretty interesting to hear about that. If I find it, I will definitely include it in the description, what I'm talking about, because I'm not crazy. I know I like heard it recently, but essentially Russia did something where they blocked off, I believe it was sea routes into a certain country, and like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna find the article. I don't want to continue with this and misinform people, but I'll definitely create like a description of what I'm putting in the down below. But anyways, going on to a less like heavy-handed, like
It's still pretty heavy-handed.
Well,
Yeah,
can I
it
add
is.
something?
Oh,
actually?
okay, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so it just seems like what we're kind of being fed in the media about these people who are being oppressed is kind of just like inaccurate, and like what we should be covering is like these acts of like horrendous, just like
Just
atrocity.
war
Yeah.
crime. Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like a war crime.
Yeah. Instead, we're like focusing on like stereotypes and kind of just like making jokes of these minorities and like mocking them almost, when in reality they're suffering, and I didn't even have any clue about it until like right now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. So
Most definitely, yeah.
It is. It's very hard to inform yourself in this climate, and like even as we're like a part of our school newspaper, it's hard to think about like topics that the people need to be informed about, and so like when I even look at my social media page, I feel like kind of covered by like this blanket of, oh, this is your world, this is only what you see.
Yeah.
And so like it's kind of hard to find like a true and definite truth, but yeah, it all comes from looking at what other countries are doing. And I believe it was in Nancy's class that she showed this website that was all directed towards showing like these wars that are actually happening right now, and they're not getting that much media coverage because they're described as small wars.
What's
like
that called?
you know what, I would ask like Nancy, because she showed it in class.
Okay.
And then I'll put that in the description as well.
Yeah, I'll email him too. I'll email him, so
I'm actually gonna put it in the document so that then I remember.
yeah.
Reminders.
I
But
found a website called smallwarsjournal.com. Is it that one?
I don't think that's the one. Sorry. It had like an actual map and like little red dots on it.
Oh, like
and
where the wars are happening like currently?
yeah.
Oh, and how absurd is it? Because I feel like it's an absurd amount of dots.
Not absurd, but like a lot of places you're like, I didn't even know that was on a map. Like,
yeah.
and I was like,
unexpected
whoa.
places.
That's kind of scary. And like the Yemen war was one of them that was on there, and that was pretty interesting to read about. But anyways, is there anything else that you guys want to kind of add on?
Well, I don't know. I feel like we could go on forever.
Yeah,
especially
essentially
especially about this topic.
about race and yeah. And
Yeah, like just destroying stereotypes, but we don't have the time.
Right.
No, not really. I mean, what time are we running at right now?
1:55, and
Okay.
we're gonna have to restart this technical stuff, but we're gonna restart the camera in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
So we got like 10 minutes to talk about certain topics, and then we could reset.
Okay, maybe we'll finish like the news and then reset.
Yeah.
So do you want to introduce the? Oh yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you put that in the
Yeah,
document?
Yes.
Sweet, thanks. Just put it down
it's
right here.
CFR.org.
CFR. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
I'll ask Nancy just to make sure. But anyways, go ahead and...
The next topic.
Sweet.
I didn't hear much about this, but I heard the memes, and the internet went in uproar about this topic.
Yeah.
So on the anniversary of Steve Irwin's death, if you don't know who Steve Irwin is, it's kind of shocking because he is pretty much the outback, like kind of like when you were a kid, like he's like kind of like the explorer. When I was a kid, he was like kind of like the Discovery Channel, like in showing kids animals and cool stuff about nature, and the PETA or PETA as I call him, on the anniversary of his death, put out a tweet, I think.
No, they replied to. I think they replied to something. Of his like
something death. on his death, but then on what platform?
Yeah. Oh, on Twitter.
Yeah. So it was basically a something to that nature, and it was something unsympathetically, it's to me kind of insulting. But I read it this morning, and yeah.
Oh no! Oh, it was the tweet by itself. Linking the Google Doodles thing. Yeah. So here it is as a quote. Steve Irwin was killed while harassing a ray. He dangled his baby while feeding a crocodile and wrestled wild animals who were minding their own business. Today's Google Doodle sends a dangerous, fawning message. Wild animals are entitled to be left alone in their natural habitats. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is it's really fascinating that this is coming from an organization that has killed a lot of their animals and leaving only about 1% of those actually alive animals to be adopted and whatnot. And it was so hypocritical, to say the least, to hear from this. And I know I'm not supposed to put my opinion in this, but the fact that I love... Yeah,
podcast, so you can voice your... I've been voicing my opinion for the past 2 weeks.
I just wanted to make sure.
No, go ahead.
But this is Steve Irwin that we're talking about. He did this for the greater good for animal safety. Yeah. He worked to protect, and every dollar that he got from his paycheck, he worked to putting it towards foundations, towards protecting wild animals. And so I don't think PETA is really understanding that. And it was so frustrating to hear that. My voice is cracking.
But we're passionate.
Yeah, dude. How can you do that? How can you go and live your life without a heart and say these types of things?
I feel like I think the organization's looking at Steve Irwin as such a surface level thing. He doesn't show on animals. Mm-hmm. So he's investigating animals. So he must be kind of abusing them at some point. And I feel like they're not really putting all the efforts into actually looking into what he's doing.
Well, yeah, that is true. Maybe it is true that some of these things that he's done were a bit wrong under certain light, but still he was a very passionate guy about working towards preserving nature. And so it wasn't like he was one guy that was just who not that one guy, but it wasn't like he was endangering rare species of animals and hunting them for sport. Yeah. And then he was really doing this to educate a lot of kids who didn't know what a crocodile really looked like or how to really look at them. But yeah, anyways, I don't know, dude. It was just so frustrating. What do you think?
Mr. Cancerous.
Yeah.
I can only think of one thing, and it's this cute mouse on their Twitter page.
Yeah.
So
it
cute.
It is cute.
Do you think they killed it?
I don't know, dude. Because there was a statistic that they euthanized a lot of their animals that they had.
I don't like the idea of euthanization. I don't like the idea.
I don't like the idea, but under certain circumstances, I guess
Yeah, I'm not a big supporter of the death penalty, but sometimes I do get why it happens. Same same thing with the humanization. What's it called?
A PETA?
No,
Or-
like the term that you use for like killing animals.
Oh, euthanization?
Euthanization. Yeah, like I don't agree, but sometimes I do. So.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, if an animal has cancer, they're not able to see or hear,
Yeah, like if
they're just in
They're just
extreme
suffering.
amounts of pain, then
then it's probably good. But like but I feel like we shouldn't really be justifying that for animals. If it was for a human, which we understand that biology more, and also we can get like a verbal consent.
yeah,
Then,
exactly.
Then yeah, sure. But like I don't really get that for animals, just because we don't really understand them to the max degree as we do, or to the degree that we understand humans.
Yeah, that does make sense. I never really thought of it that way. How like maybe they do want to just like complete like their life, or maybe they just want to like lounge around and stuff. But like we view that as or like horses. Like how if a horse has a broken leg, a lot of like people tend to kill their horse rather than allow it to heal, because then they're not good for racing and stuff, and like that's
What we do to
that's
animals is
really
such
awful.
trash.
It is,
Yeah.
dude.
Human race is sometimes trash when it comes to like treating other creatures on this earth, and treating the earth in general. Was going back to the Green New Deal Act.
Mm-hmm.
Basically the same thing. We're terrible to this planet.
Yeah, it's weird how we tend to forget that we're every time like I'm studying. This is technically still like on the same page, but like every time I'm studying, I just think, man, I really wish I could like just walk in a forest right now and just like immerse myself in nature and not be here in this man-made construction that I have of a home. But at the same time, I like being warm.
Yeah. Also, things go crazy out there.
Yeah.
In the forest, things get crazy. So.
I mean, I live up here in the woods. So not in the woods, but like
more
right
foresty,
next to
more foresty than like San Francisco.
Exactly. Yeah, where coyotes like walk around, but they're nice. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the images that we portray
Animals is
of
like
animals
they're very
is-
animalistic, or like they're just
that they'll kill you on spot, but they
most of the
don't.
time they're not.
Yeah, not really. Like one of my man, we're talking about this subject a lot, but one of my friends, he talked about this guy that who went scuba diving like for a living, and how he would swim around sharks and stuff, and he was like, yeah, they won't kill you really, because like they'll smell you and they'll notice that you're not really something that they want to eat because you're wearing like plastic and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like they're not really that aggressive, but I mean you'll always like come across like certain ones, but yeah. Alright.
Quick break.
Yeah. Catch you on the flip flop. But
Welcome back. Sorry for that little break.
mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah, wait, what were we talking about? PETA stuff.
Yeah, PETA stuff. Yeah, like
Go ahead.
animal.
What if we killed humans when they broke their leg, like horses?
That would
That would be
be
extreme measure, but like it would prove a point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, have you seen those like pictures or drawings of like if animals treated us like we treated them?
Yeah.
That was some intense stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like seeing like a pig like rattle get a bunch of humans in like there's these small contained pens in mud, and like they're all
Corn
taken
fed and stuff.
Yeah, like all
Yeah.
like pushed up together. That's scary.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty gross the way that we like treat our food too.
Definitely.
I know there was a recent. It was one of the propositions where like it was essentially to make like animals who are bred for food, like chickens and pigs and stuff. Like it was created to make sure that they weren't being treated improperly, and a lot of people were pushing for it. I feel like there wasn't enough information on it though. But anyways, it's interesting that you mentioned that. I remember there were like a few protests that I've seen where people are protesting against like restaurants and stuff that are using meat,
Yeah.
and how they would like lay out naked with blood on them and be like, what?
Yeah, like I saw the same thing at Berkeley during my sister's orientation. There was a dude in a cage, naked, and covered in blood, and there's a dude next to him with a sign saying like, "This is what we do to animals." I'm like,
some of them are a bit extreme.
yeah, that one's pretty.
But I understand the point. But
like, I mean, no, at this point, I kind of prefer that just because at least it's getting people's attentions.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Well,
But-
I mean, what if you just put like a Speedo on, you know? Like, that'd be better.
cover
we don't
cover
need to see
one
that.
part.
Yeah,
We don't
just like a
see that.
little.
Yeah.
But I mean, our pigs are naked too. So
Yeah.
if they're naked, you're naked.
I never
Yes.
thought I'd hear that
Yeah.
sentence.
But
But-
on from animals and animal abuse, that's just a long tangent. So.
Yeah, God. Okay, anyways, going on to the next point in our news coverage. Trump defunded Planned Parenthood. Oh, but good news before this. Let me plug something real quick. So, as everybody should be aware, Trump called for a national emergency to create the wall. But Congress, as of recently, has denied that, and so they won't allow the funding for the wall, at least a large portion of that. And so that was great. That was nice to hear out of all the bad news that I've heard last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. But this was uncool.
Yeah.
The defunding of Planned Parenthood. And I feel like when a lot of people hear Planned Parenthood, they just immediately think, oh, abortions. But that's not what Planned Parenthood does. They provide a lot of services for women, and there was a person that tweeted, and she said, oh, the defunding of Planned Parenthood, I can find that tweet, but the defunding of Planned Parenthood affects me because I wasn't using it like to abort babies or whatever is portrayed by certain people, but to actually like help me as a woman gain my like what is it birth control and stuff, and like I don't know, it's stuff like that people don't really understand, I don't think.
Yeah, is that overall like so like the thing with the pizza thing again? It's a bunch of people staring at something surface level and looking at one topic that a program or a person does, and I don't know. I hate this.
Yeah.
I hate this.
Me
It's
too.
like the old. I'm not saying that the government mostly consists of old white men, but like that demographic should not be deciding what women are like young women are doing with their bodies. Like it doesn't matter. A lot of people who are against the idea of abortion said that it's not a matter of choice, and to be honest, it is. So because believe it or not, there's a lot more situations than just, oh, I got pregnant accidentally, and you know,
I better abort it.
Yeah, like I don't want this child. Like there's a lot more situations that abortion is an option, that is a viable option other than just I didn't expect it, and
it's disgusting to say in the least, and it kind of scared me. You know, like
very
wow,
scary.
That's because. I mean, birth control is already hard to come by. I remember Trump did something. What was it?
Oh, I don't know about that, but it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I remember there being something about that.
Yeah, and our appalling kind of health system amplifies that, you know, that this is a problem. So, yeah. So, as the people, we should probably, you know, voice your opinion. If you disagree, please voice your opinion as well, and you know, let us know or let someone know. But like, if you disagree with the defunding of Planned Parenthood, shout it loud, shout it proud. And if you do disagree, shout that loud and proud as well. So just start a conversation.
And not only like on the internet. Don't just like type away like super angrily. Like just go out to your friends and like bring it up and be like, whoa, did you hear about this?
Yeah, don't go on like a Twitter rant about like your opinion. Maybe
because
strike up a conversation with like your parents or maybe your teacher about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like another human being that can actually that understands you, and then maybe have a simple conversation about it.
Yeah,
not just go on a rant.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what do you think, Kendrick?
So we were talking about like the defunding of it, right?
Yeah.
So essentially, what Trump is doing is he's dismantling Title X. Which actually not only provides services for birth control, but it also provides services for the screening of breast cancer and cervical cancer.
Dude.
And the screening and treatment for sexually transmitted diseases, among other things. So it's just like, there's this like stigma, right, in the media, just kind of like everything that we've been talking about. We see all these things surface level, like Mark is saying. Yeah. And we really need to go deeper and understand what's really going on, because if we have these like preconceived notions, like it's obviously affecting people, like not only ourselves, like people who need these things, you know. So it's up to us to get ourselves educated. Even me, even you, all of us.
All of us, yes.
All of us, yeah, really.
But can I just at least say this about our president? At least he gets stuff done.
Well,
horrible. If you are watching this, I do not agree with you, and to be honest, I don't even like you. But at least I can give you this: you are
a human.
No, like you follow through. I can respect that much, but other than that, I don't respect you at all.
You're way too passionate, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but like that's all I can say about Trump.
I mean, even going off of that though. Like, in talking about conversations and, like, how we raise awareness, like, I went to Kylie, to the Trump rally, that was down by...
San Mateo?
Yeah, San Mateo.
Yeah.
And it was fairly interesting because, like, there was a woman that drove by and she just, like, stuck her middle finger out, and she looked so passionate and angry at what we were doing, just raising signs, and... It made me think about, like, we just, like, paint each other with, like, going back to, the detention camps and stuff, like, we just look at the surface, we paint each other as teams, like, oh, you're a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I hate you, you hate me, and so, like, then I can understand where, yeah, I really hate the ideas that are created and the amount of like juxtaposition there is, but like it really helps when we try to come together and create like a synthesis.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult, especially in this climate, because like I tried to talk to a few people that I know who are Republicans, and they just automatically go, whatever, you're a Democrat. But I'm not. I like label myself specifically as nothing because I don't want to agree with both sides or neither side, and like I just want to look at the facts and be like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But anyways.
It was like definitely like.
Not to hit you hard, Mark.
No.
But like, yeah.
What do you mean hit me hard?
Like what? Never mind. Like, I don't know what I meant.
No, but like, no, definitely. Like, we should stop. This is becoming very much like rants, but like, pretty much, we should really just stop like stereotyping that much. Even though it's easier said than done, I know that it's stereotyping and like putting everyone in this corner or in this team or in this cage that kind of limits our understanding of other people. It's appalling. I mean, human nature, we always want to compete with each other, but remember that we are on this planet together. Yeah. So, yeah.
Just work with one another. Like,
yeah,
like hard.
Like talk to each other and have conversations.
I love like just pointing in the camera.
But like for real though. So less heavy things.
Yeah,
Instead
now
of
entertainment.
entertainment.
Well,
Just
wait,
like
could I add one more thing?
Yeah, of course.
Rewind.
Never mind.
Right, take it back.
Uh-huh.
So there's no excuse because I have a friend who's a Trump supporter,
Mm-hmm.
and we are very close, and I love her. And yes, it gets a little nasty when we talk about politics, but at the end of the day, we're still friends. So don't be nasty to each other, guys.
I mean, you can prove a point without being aggressive, or even insulting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just treat each other like we are intelligent human beings. Have a civil conversation and just leave it at that. You don't have to accept that. You don't have to accept their opinions as your own, but just at least have some respect for each other.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all that
definitely
respect.
RESPECT.
I
Find out what it means to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
still saying
I was gonna continue with it, but no, never mind.
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Grammys. So I didn't watch the Grammys because my house doesn't have cable. But I did hear that Green Book won Best Picture.
Oh, Grammys is for music. Oscars is for...
I'm so sorry. I'm
It's
really out of touch.
Me too. I didn't watch the Grammys that much, but I figured you would want to talk about it. But never mind. I guess we both did. You?
I didn't watch it, but I know something.
Okay.
I saw that Lady Gaga won something, right?
Mm-hmm.
She won a Grammy for I think one of her songs from A Star Is Born, right?
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah. And then after that, I think I just saw the performance of Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper together, and they were singing.
Oh, that was the Oscars too.
Oh,
it's okay.
Oh, what's the Grammys? I'm confused.
I know.
It's a music award show, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what was so interesting and cool about it, but I didn't.
Well, when were the Grammys?
Oh, you lost power.
Yeah, my laptop just died.
Damn.
My laptop's about to die, but so we're all gonna be looking at your screen.
I have 67 or 76%. Anyways, I mean, I'm trying to think of who won and why it was so. Oh, her.
Azalea
Her won.
Banks.
Yeah.
What, she won?
Yeah, she won It was Best Album, I think.
Who?
And she's actually this really cool artist.
Yeah.
She died a few months ago.
No.
No, I'm talking about something else. Never mind.
No, yeah.
Oh, that's her.
Yeah, HER.
Oh.
Or who were you thinking about?
I feel like I shouldn't say anything. I'm gonna get attacked.
No, same here. I keep probably keep my mouth shut about this. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
No, that's fine. I mean, again, just opinions and stuff. But she won. And my mom was really happy about that because she really likes R&B, and that's the type of music that she creates. And she's a local artist. I want to say Bay Area. Yeah, she's from California. Okay. So that was really cool to see that she won, and then she shouted out her peers and stuff, which was really neat. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. The Grammys were kind of yeah. I mean, if only Kylie were here. She knows a lot about music and stuff, and she watched it and she was like, it's kind of boring. And I don't know. There's not much to talk about it, but I guess continuing, since you guys are already in the Oscars mindset, let's talk about that. What did you guys think?
Okay, so I don't know his name. But there was that guy who wore the dress, and it was a black dress. And I thought that was really cool because it was kind of just breaking gender norms here in America, being that we're such a masculine-driven community or country. So I thought it was really cool that he was just kind of you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna wear a freaking dress.
And does he identify with the more is he gay, is he bisexual, or does he even do drag, or no?
I don't know. I'm looking on his screen, and his name is Billy Porter.
Yeah, Billy Porter.
If he doesn't, that's even more powerful.
I don't think he is.
I don't think so either. I think he just wanted to.
Yeah, but even then, just the fact that he is a male, and I don't think his gender would really be important because he's just a male like wearing a dress.
Yeah,
It's freaking awesome.
it is pretty
Because
awesome.
now I want to wear a dress.
Yeah.
No, for real though. When I saw that, I want to wear like a corset.
Dude.
I want to go back to old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh.
think he's always done it. Wait, see Billy Porter's Oscars tuxedo dress and more of his red carpet looks.
Also,
So
it's a normal thing.
I think which is pretty cool.
But his dress
It
at the
looks
Oscars is
stunning, dude.
fire.
Yeah. That is such a deep black color.
Mhm.
I love it. But yeah, that was something really interesting. But yeah, I'm pretty proud that happened. I think, what is her name? There's this really like far right lady. Here, I'll find
she
it.
wore
Did you
the
see
wall
it?
dress.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
here, build the wall dress. But what did you think about that, Kendrick? Oh, it was for the Grammys.
Well, it didn't work, did it? So, joke's on
No.
her.
Yeah. Pro-Trump singer Joy Villa. Yep.
More like
She-
Joy Villain.
Uh,
It was lame.
she's been on the red carpet a few times too, and I remember seeing her. Oh God, yeah, her dresses aren't. I mean, like honestly,
that one's ugly. Like that one's just ugly.
To be honest, it
at
looks
least
like
make them look good,
yeah.
but they're not good.
I mean, they're proving a point, but like they're not good looking.
It's kind of like hypocritical that like her dress says "build the wall" in red text on a black and white brick pattern, and it looks very similar to the Pink Floyd The Wall, and so I wonder if she was trying to pay like homage,
I think.
but it doesn't make sense either way because that's hypocritical in a certain sense. Like I don't think that's the message that Pink Floyd was going for.
I don't think so either.
But yeah, I don't know. It was pretty gross. I'm like, what the heck is that? Spikes in your hair with blood?
I think it's supposed to be a representation of Lady Liberty.
I
Like, when she
think
wears the
so.
crown.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. The barbed wire on her shoulders.
Mm.
To emphasize the wall.
Dude, what the heck is this?
She's going up like super artsy with it, but it's not even look. It doesn't even look good.
I mean, it's artsy, but like in like a homemade like arts and crafts way.
Yeah, like kind of like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Kind of like like one of the
A
dresses
little
that I
bit.
saw. It looked like my niece would draw it on her dress.
The abortion
The
one.
abortion
Or
one.
That-
pro-life one.
Yeah, it
Yeah, like my niece could draw better than that. And she's like 4.
that is odd. Maybe she was trying to go for that. Like in
Oh,
the
this
artist's
is-
eye, like, oh, this is a child that drew this, and had they not been born,
Right.
they wouldn't be able to draw this awesome dress.
We're digging
I don't
real
know.
people.
Yeah,
here.
this is what.
Reaching.
Yeah, we're
We're reaching. We're reaching.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was really cool that he wore that dress,
Yeah.
Billy Porter. But about the actual Oscars,
Mm.
Green Book won. I haven't watched that movie,
Same here.
but apparently a lot of people liked it. What?
Yeah, I heard a lot of people liked it, but there's
Mhm.
a lot of controversy going on with how the movie was made.
Oh,
Because from what I heard, so
Uh-huh.
please take everything with a grain of salt. I heard that the actual family who were a part of the story, like the actual story itself,
yeah.
they didn't know that the movie was even being made. And also
Oh.
that the director or the writer or someone up there who's a part of like the production of it didn't even know
Uh-huh.
that the family still existed.
Oh, what?
So
They thought they died, or
they thought that the family is not like
Real?
not. I think that the family's like gone,
Oh.
or like something that is not really relevant,
Uh huh.
and that's a no.
Yeah.
But like everything, like I said before, grain of salt.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember there was some controversy, but I didn't look into it. I should have. But there was this one guy that I follow on Instagram, and he talks about films and stuff, and he talked about Green Book a little bit, and he was like, whoa, you guys should really check this out. The credits of Green Book, and like how interesting it was, or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I personally don't really like the Oscars either way. It
Same
kind
here.
of because like at first they were going to like I think a week before the Oscars were actually being shown, they were planning on cutting out cinematography, like best cinematography and best I can't think of the other topics, but like I was like, what? Why are you cutting that out? This is film.
Cinematography is a big part of film.
Oscars cut out, but did you watch the entire thing?
No,
Or no?
I literally just watched Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga is an idol.
Yeah.
What did you think about their performance? A lot of people were like, oh, they're too close.
Yeah, so I thought it was amazing. Of course, Lady Gaga has great vocals and she's amazing. But I just want to know how Bradley Cooper's wife feels, you know?
I mean, he is an actor. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
he's signing up. I think he knows what he's signing up for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But trying to go back to what he was saying about like just like the Oscars, he's basically a pat on the back for producers, actors, writers, directors. It doesn't mean that if you didn't win an award that your movie was bad. It just means that a bunch of old people in a room didn't think
liked it.
Yeah, didn't like it. Like it's their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like basically, an award show is basically someone else's opinion,
Mm-hmm.
or a group of people's opinion, but they're not the whole. Like they're not the whole country. So,
There was another girl who won one, and she was like, I think, the second of her kind, but
Mhm.
I don't remember. She was like,
was it about her race or?
yes.
Oh. I think I saw that.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it is.
I'm sure.
I remember seeing a post of like just certain demographics not being represented that much in the Oscars. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she's Hispanic or Native American, but
I'm guessing Native American. To be honest, a lot of trying to tap back to politics. We tend to not talk about our Native American friends.
she's like person of color.
Oh no! I'm still trying to think of the. I'm trying to think of the
Was it like costume design?
genre. No, maybe it was costume design.
But it's like isn't the realm of production, right?
Yeah, it's something like that. But I remember it was the 3, and they were like, oh, we're not going to include it. Oh, maybe we are. So maybe it was like maybe it was to gain more attention.
Like don't do that. That's disgusting.
It's scary because like. I mean, there's a lot of people amongst the film community that are like already not in tune with the Oscars and not agreeing with what they have to show and what they like think about, and so
This just kind of nails in the coffin, really.
Yeah, almost did, but then they still allowed it. What were you gonna say though about race?
I forgot about it.
Oh.
Yeah, my brain. I have ADD, so.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, it's
but,
fine.
Okay, so
Wait,
going.
Another quick break. Super sorry.
Oh.
We're back.
Ew. So I mean, after we finish like talking about like films and stuff and award shows, I guess we should talk about trailers, huh?
You guys see the Dumbo trailer?
No.
No? It's cute, but I don't think that they're focusing on the right thing.
What do you mean by that?
But they're focusing a lot on the humans. And from what I remember of Dumbo, I'm really...
There were no humans.
I mean, there practically were no humans.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I'm kind of catched because it has one of my favorite actors. I heard he's kind of an asshole, but like... He's one of my favorite actors. The guy from Total Recall.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, but like he's a really good actor, and I'm just gonna watch it just because of that. But like if it doesn't catch me anymore, I'm considering not watching it. But it's not. The trailer doesn't look great.
Colin Farrell.
Yeah, Colin Farrell. Yeah, he's a pretty good actor. He's has a reputation of being kind of aggressive, but like. As long as your acting's okay.
I mean, I liked him in, there was a movie that I watched recently, and it was pretty interesting, like the way that he... No, it wasn't...
he had a great performance in that one.
Really?
Yeah, as an alcoholic father. Yeah, he was still a good guy, he was just an alcoholic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it kind of reframed my vision of alcoholics because the social media nowadays frames alcoholics as like these very like abusive, aggressive, very like negative people. And him, he was a great dad. But it was just he had a problem with drinking and he got sick. And he couldn't hold a job, and that's where the problems came in. But when it comes to his kids, he put his kids over everything. Like, yeah. So he has a really. I like his acting, and I love that the message that he's sent out with Saving Mr. Banks about fathers and kind of alcoholics. So
And so you're looking forward to watching Dumbo then?
No, but he's still. It's also within that same time frame. It's also about a circus. After The Greatest Showman, I love circuses.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least kind of like that vibe. And also, I like those roles that he's in, like where he's kind of like he's kind of a down on his luck type guy. But I feel like that's where he shines.
Oh, well then I think you would like The Lobster, because that was a film that I watched a while ago. Yeah.
Is that a crab?
They both
they both have the same
claws.
Yeah,
Lobsters
the lobsters are more like this.
Yeah,
Crabs
okay,
are more like
that.
this. But
have you ever seen the Aladdin trailer though? It's just showing Will Smith.
Yeah.
Can we put like a photo of Will Smith here?
You know what? Yeah, I'll put him like in the background. I'll put him right there. But
it is nightmare fuel.
Will Smith,
Genie.
but Genie.
Dude, it is nightmare fuel for children.
Dude.
That's scary.
His nipples.
His nipples. Dude.
I saw the first photos of him as Genie where he's not like blue.
Really?
No, like do you have like on a magazine where he's not blue?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that would look amazing.
Yeah.
That's way better. Like
Don't make him blue.
don't make him blue.
What if like the first wish that
Aladdin makes
is
Can I be
don't be blue.
Don't be blue.
Just turn back to your regular skin tone. But
for real.
I'll put this.
Can you put that one? Like,
Yeah,
it's really funny.
I'll put this one as the image of Will Smith. But anyways,
Here's Genie.
dude, he's. I don't know.
Children are gonna run home like crying.
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
like
scary.
I don't know how much I like. It feels almost like a cash grab
Definitely.
for Disney. Like, oh, we have this old property, might as well get some use out of it by making a new movie. And so,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, after
Beauty and the Beast.
After Beauty and the Beast, Beauty and the Beast was definitely a cash grab, and so was
Yeah.
Cinderella. But
Oh yeah.
I thought they would kind of die out because from the reviews I heard of both movies, they weren't great.
There was a Cinderella live action?
Yes, there was. See?
What?
See? You didn't even know about it.
Yeah.
So the reviews aren't great for those movies, and I don't know why they're continuing with like these live action reboots, other than like The Jungle Book and The New Lion King. Those two I'm full support of just because they're from movies that from my childhood that actually spoke to me, and so I want to see what they do with kind of a new spin to it.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I do say that the original Lion King is perfect. I'm not gonna expect that much from the live action movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm still wanting to see what they do with it.
What about Maleficent? That one was awesome.
Yeah,
I liked
That was
it.
pretty cool. But that's like it wasn't a direct like reinterpretation.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
it was an
It's from a
actual
different
story.
angle.
Yeah, it was. I liked it. What did you think?
I loved it, other than the ending. I thought the ending was a bit too
Abrupt.
No, it wasn't. Well, it was abrupt, but it was also too clean. Yeah, I wish with the movie revolving around a villain, I kind of wish it was a bit more darker.
Murder.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
there was a lot of
Yeah, there was
a lot of murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some of that stuff was kind of not. Who's that? The King, the actor for the King. He's such a great actor.
I can't place him, but I know what you're talking about. He was really good.
Yeah, he was in District 9. Was that the movie about
That
aliens?
was a good movie.
Yeah.
His arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's such a great actor, and he can flip his characters right on the dime. So yeah,
I watched that too.
Oh, Wreck-It Ralph. So the reason why I was gonna connect this to Disney and how the cash grabs and stuff, and how they actually didn't win Best Animated Picture. It was Spider-Verse, which
is well deserved.
Yeah.
There's a pan back. I think it's well deserved.
Yeah, and so Incredibles 2 didn't win, and Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet or whatever. But there was an image going around on Twitter, and I was like, oh my god, this is really interesting. I didn't put it down for whatever reason, but on the actual physical like copy of the DVD, they had a sticker like mistakenly promoting that it was an Oscar winner, and I was like, oh dude, they really are. They're expecting it just to be like, oh hey, we won.
Disney, calm down.
Get off your high horse.
Yeah, like
okay?
you guys are great now, but like you ain't that good. Like you can't just expect Grammys or awards just because you made a movie. Like
thank goodness.
I heard Wreck-It Ralph was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but like
I watched the second one. I didn't watch the first one. So.
you watch. Oh, so what do you think about the second one?
It was cool. I liked it a lot. Yeah, it had a nice message. It was kind of just like, you don't have to be obsessed with the person you like. Like, you guys can just be friends, and you guys can have space.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
I like especially with the message of the.
Oh, that Nancy was in her office.
Okay.
That's why.
But yeah, the message of the first movie tying to the second movie is it's actually a really cool idea. Of like the first movie is very, like be proud of yourself, even though you're not necessarily who you want to be.
Uh-huh.
Still be proud of yourself. Like that's the message that I got, and now you're translating that into like relationships with other people. That kind of it's actually quite beautiful.
Yeah, thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I actually kind of teared up.
The first one will make you tear up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but like there's a scene where he just accepts who he is. I'm like, no.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I watched the first one, but not
yeah.
the second one.
The second one's
Yo,
nice.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's such a beautiful scene.
I'll have to watch the second one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. We should all watch it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
watch it in the newsroom.
Watch
That'd
it
be
in the
cool.
newsroom, yeah.
Hey, come on down. No, I'm kidding.
Another trailer that I want to talk about though is Dark Phoenix. You guys seen or interested?
No,
in it?
Sure.
I am interested in it, but like, what? Give us a summarization then.
So it's basically, it gives off a bit too much. If you haven't watched the trailer, well, the trailer pretty much starts off with Jean saying, "Why did I do that? He was my friend," and it shows a clip of her throwing Mystique with her like Phoenix powers, and I'm like, that's giving away too much.
Oh.
And also after X-Men: The Last Stand, I feel like they're kind of repeating some old mistakes.
Oh.
Because
Like what?
Because it's basically going off the idea of Xavier containing Jean's powers in some certain way, and now he's discovering it, and now he doesn't know how to control it.
Oh, I see.
And so it's basically the same idea as The Last Stand, but it's being done is more focused this time around. But I don't know, like it feels kind of like rehashed the idea. Like, at least they're in space. At least that's more accurate.
Yeah. I mean...
Also, I love Sophie Turner. She's a great actor, so I have faith that she will...
Oh, wow. She's the actress for it?
Yeah, she's playing Jean Grey.
Sorry, is like the brightness like super low?
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
I'll turn it up a little.
Yeah. Also, it's super hot. Tangent, but like...
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Coming up.
Oh my god,
you want to talk about that? I'm not really into Game of Thrones, but like...
Game of Thrones. Well, I'm hella excited for the new season. Waiting. I don't know how many days it is, but they're definitely like counting down.
There's a countdown. I've seen it on Facebook, Twitter, like everywhere. Just countdowns. It's like a celebration. You guys are really dedicated.
Yeah.
You fans are really dedicated.
I'm rooting for Daenerys, although that seems like a ending which isn't like, I don't know, it seems too good to be true.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like Cersei's might like win, just because she literally killed everyone in her path just to like be on top. So I feel like she'll do anything. But then there's the whole thing with the White Walkers, and it's like, how does that play into the whole thing? Like, if they're all fighting each other and then the White Walkers come in and also fight them, like, how does that change the dynamics of everything?
Yeah.
Maybe the Ice Kings will become like the throne heads, and like that's how it'll end. Who knows?
That'd be
It could
nuts.
go anyway.
I listen to some shows where like you honestly don't know. Like I've seen a lot of movies and I've seen a lot of TV shows that I could say I could have written that better, or I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
I love those types of shows where it's like it shocks you at how much how
Like
independent like how independent they can be, and also how creative that they can be.
Yeah.
Like you really can't tell. Like from what you're saying, you really can't tell what the next step is. Like there's possible theories, but like they're all. Some of them are too good to be true. Some of them have some supports, but we still don't know if they're if that's a still viable road that they're gonna go under. But like that's amazing when a show can do that. Where they can suck you in so much that you are on your free time without watching the show, thinking about what's next.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because I mean, it really can go anywhere, and I love that it's so like open to it.
Yeah.
Because Daenerys has her 2 dragons, but she lost one to the Ice Kings, and then so it's like, what's gonna happen there? Like like I don't know.
Yeah. How are they gonna pull out a rabbit from a hat? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, have you read the books and stuff?
Oh no.
No, yeah.
Not that deep into it.
I was wondering like how embarrassed, or not embarrassed, but like how embedded you were in the story.
No, I wish I read the books, but to anyone out there who has read the books, I
don't spoil it.
Yeah.
No, I mean I heard that they got off the books a few seasons ago, or like last. Yeah, they got off the books.
Yeah, I think so. Right.
Yeah, because I've heard a lot of people saying that now that the show is not following the books anymore, that the show has a lot more liberties, and so from that I just assume that they're not following the books anymore.
That'd be nuts. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool because then nobody can spoil it either way.
Yeah.
I hate that when somebody like is watching a show with you and they're like, oh, he kind of dies. Kinda. All right. Thanks.
Yeah, I did that to my friend once when we were watching like In the Heights. He was like, "Oh, I hope this character, nothing bad happens to this character." I just looked at him and he was like, "No." Like, yeah, with just not saying anything, but I just gave him a look and I was like, "You just called it,
dude."
You just called it.
I kind of like it, like doing that, but at the same time it sucks like, because then you're ruining their experience.
You low key, high key. Spoil their experience.
Yeah, but that is pretty cool. I wish I got into the series, but
still can.
Yeah,
like,
really? Do you think it would be like possible to like binge watch it all the way until like it actually comes out? I think it comes in the summer, right?
I don't know. I'm not that up to date.
Also at this point, a lot of the shock factor and a lot of like the actual like storylines are. Like we already know like the red wedding and the purple wedding.
Oh yeah.
Like so you already know about like a lot of like the twists that shocked a lot of people. I feel like at this point, you're just watching for like the last season. And I think you should just like maybe like read up on like what's going on. So like investing so much because you already know so much.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say, like, if you get past, like, the first season, you will not be able to stop watching. It's just that first season is, like, kind of boring.
Oh, okay.
It's really slow at the beginning, but, like, after a bit, like, it just rolls over like a freaking snowball, so.
Okay. I guess I'll check it out then.
Same here. Once I get some money so I can pay for, like, HBO.
I know, yeah, HBO now. How do you watch it?
So, I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese. Well, I don't know if I should say this. It's something illegal.
I mean...
Okay, I'll just say this. I got it through a third party.
Oh.
It was very generous to me. And gave me seasons 1 through 6, is it?
I think so. Yeah, that's how many are in there right now? I don't know.
And then I think on HBO you could, like, sign up, like, for free for, like, 24 hours or something. With your email or something like that. I'm not sure, but is that right?
I think so. Yeah. There's like an ability to do that. Okay.
Since we are kind of running low on time, I need to be somewhere, and also I don't want Sean to be editing like a 2-hour podcast.
I know. Yeah, we're already hitting there.
Yeah. So we'll skip to things worth checking out, just because we are running low on time. Things worth checking out.
You go ahead.
Obviously, I put some stuff on.
Yeah.
So. Off the grid, the food trucks at Serramonte, they have like every Tuesday, food trucks come around like near, I forgot where it was, near between Macy's and JCPenney. The food there is amazing. like it's really fun just to like go there and just like hang out with your friends and just eat. And also, and also like discover like some other foods, especially for food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't underestimate food trucks. Fire. Also, a movie that I want to recommend is What Men Want. I heard some reviews saying it was kind of meh, but me and a friend of mine went to watch it. I enjoyed it a lot. The weed selling lady is probably the best part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a fortune teller, also sells weed. And it's really, really weird. Especially when she's reading the cards. This is 1 second where she just puts something down. I just had me laughing for the rest of the movie. But like, you should watch it. Okay. And also, when it goes to the minds of the men, not completely wrong. Not completely wrong, to be honest. At least from my standpoint, not completely wrong.
I mean, from the trailers and like the parts where Kevin Hart was like getting his mind read or whatever.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny. Like, I mean, to summarize, like, isn't the story like she one day like is able to
reading the minds of men?
Yeah.
And a lot of it's very much like, oh, sex, but like, I know we all don't think like that, but like, some of the other thoughts that they have, like some dude is having a thought about like Batman. I'm like,
same.
Understandable, dude.
Yeah.
You are me right now. But like,
essentially.
Yeah, like we have such random thoughts, and if someone could read it, I'm like, then I think if you were ever to read my mind, you'd be like, what the hell is like? Yeah.
What's going on in there?
Yeah. But yeah.
What about you? And then
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Kaufman's
camera store. Such a great camera store. It's like a little mom and pop camera store. I go there all the time because I can't go to Sammy's in SF. But this is a small little store that is actually really full of stuff, and also they're very helpful and very nice. Like to an insane degree. Like I could actually talk them down from the price and talk down the price. So they're actually really understandable. And also, this Saturday, tomorrow, as we're recording this, they're buying camera gear. So if you have some camera gear laying around,
that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Like for the actual price online, or like
probably not.
Just,
because it's used.
Figured.
Yeah. It's used. They're expecting it to be used. They're probably just going to see what condition it is and then give you a price. But yeah, I'm definitely going to go there tomorrow. And if you see me, say hi. But yeah.
I mean, I don't have much to share. I guess the one thing that I want to share is what I mentioned earlier, like that map where you're able to see like current events that are going on. That's mainly like wars and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna link it, right?
One. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna link it like at the end. So I guess that's all I have to say. I mean, like there's so much things that I want to share, but not enough time.
Yeah.
What about you?
So much to talk about all the time.
Same thing. I mean, could talk about anything forever, but we don't have time. So just be cool human beings. Be nice. Don't be a dick to people, and
I think
recycle.
Recycle.
Yeah.
A thing worth checking out is your other your friends' opinions too. Like, you know, just like talking to them and having like civil conversations about like very hard topics.
Yeah.
Also, another thing to check out: our newspaper, our website, our social media, which you will.
It's gonna be in the link down below.
But yeah, just check us out. You know, if you're watching this, you probably are checking us out a lot. So thank you.
Yeah, check me out.
Watch, read his articles.
His articles are fire, and also his layout is fire.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant like actually check me out. Like, let's go on a date. No.
That too.
That's it. He's actually pretty cool guy. So.
I'll put his information down below. No,
oh God,
I'm joking.
But yeah,
All right,
guys.
I guess that's it.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.